Holy Christ, love stinks. I do like the way that NAWA title their Valentine's Day extravaganza. Yeah, love stinks. It's the fourth love stinks, in fact. There have been 3 others. Yes, you're correct. There have been 3 others. And this is all right. It's really entertaining. It's not entertaining all the time, or not as entertaining as it has been all the time. The Logan Quindle versus Quindell, should I say, versus Dre White fight is not bad. I mean, it's got some good stuff in it. Curtis is not there as he's got a big Valentine's Day planned, and he's got a fight later as well. As Michael Elliott, holy Christ, tells us, you're probably sitting there with your hand down your britches. I don't think he really meant it in that way, but it sounded like that to me, I have to say. Anyway, in this fight, we've got, I'm looking at my notes down here, of course. We've got a hip toss from Dre White, and then a slam on the bigger man. Logan Quindell is bigger than him. Then you've got a headlock, which is worked after a Quindell leg scissors. Quindell goes back to the head scissors, and he kind of jaws at the crowd at the same time. Then Dre White goes back to the headlock, and I'm looking for something else now. Quindell then hits a headlock and gets a punch that's not seen by the ref. I like that. The blind side of the ref. I like that stuff. Big shots by Quindell, which are sold well, actually, very well. Quindell sold well by Dre White. And then some White shots, but a massive single punch or single blow from Quindell puts Jay White down. He is a lot bigger, Quindell. He then misses a leg drop, and Dre White quickly hits a basement drop kick, but Quindell hits a clothesline, just puts Dre White straight back down again. He then fights out of a headlock, does Dre, gets a drop kick. Quindell he blocks a sensational DDT by dropping his weight. I really like that. And then he pushes the ref, who pushes him back down. And in all the kerfuffle, Dre White rolls him up in a very easy way, really, for the pin. And it was okay, actually. I also like Guy Tonight tonight. Guy Tonight, tonight. Guy Tonight is back tonight. I couldn't be happy to see Guy Tonight. I couldn't be happier to see Guy Tonight, Steve. I am happy. It sounded like I wasn't happy. And I am, goddammit. Anyway, he's got Sheik. Is it called Sheik Ishtar? There. Sheik Ishtar will not stop talking. With your incessant talking, you're becoming a pest. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. For those people who haven't heard that, it's Chaz and Dave and the Rabbit song. Do have a listen. I think you'll dislike it as much as me. Now then, next we've got the Masked Outlaw and Dugat versus J.O. Sloan and the big nasty bastard. Now, the thing is, I thought that Dusty Money was supposed to be the kind of feral type hillbilly, wasn't he? Cocking his leg on people and flying through the air. But no, actually, I do like the Michael Elliott, I think he's referring to Sheik Ishtar. He says, wake me up from this nightmare. That's great. He's flying solo this week, of course, folks, but that doesn't seem to matter because he's really rather good at all this this commentating lark. And Dugat early on just puts his head through the ropes because he doesn't want anything to do with BMB. I can understand that. They hit shoulder tackles, though, about 3 or 4 times. No one moves. Eventually, actually, it's on the 4th attempt, BNB gets Dugat down and then introduces Dugat to Uncle Elmer, you know, the belly bump thing, which Michael Elliott quite rightly tells everyone that I, Steve Swift, in my rambling reviews, am not a fan of. And he tells me that BNB will introduce me to Uncle Elmer. I won't be bringing a gift. Tell you that. Now, back in the ring, he said, what's in my ear? Blimey, not very nice. It's been growing in there. So anyway, we've got a Sloan, the J.O. Sloan, and flying shoulder tackle, chop and flying shoulder tackle, should I say. But then Dugat comes back with a corkscrew headbutt. quite right from Michael Elliott. It was lovely, actually. There were some big shots from the Masked Outlaw. Did I tell you who was? Yes, I did tell you that before, didn't I? It was a Masked Outlaw, yeah. It's quite nefarious, the Masked Outlaw. He tags out as soon as the big nasty bastard tags in. He knows what's good for him. Now, the big nasty bastard gives us some Mongolian chops called double. They're those double overhand chops. They are Mongolian chops, aren't they, Michael? I don't think. Did I call them Mongolian chomps? Mongolian chops. Yes, that's what they're called, Michael. I think he calls them double chops. I think, but they're Mongolian chops, aren't they? I think they are. Tell me if I'm wrong. He gets a 2 count for that, but as Michael tells us, there is no good defence for a rake to the eyes, and that's what Dugat does. However, there is. Look, I'm doing it now. You wear sunglasses in the ring, or maybe a double eye patch. That could be a bit of a problem. Anyway, there you go. So, the Masked Outlaw then gets a sleeper on BNB. BNB then gets one of his own after pushing him off into the ropes. A bit more than that, but you know, that sort of thing. Lots of choking from the Masked Outlaw. He has till 5, as Michael Elliott reminds us. That's absolutely right. And then BNB's got a bit of a move on him this week. He gets a nice shuffle before that fist drop for a 2 count. A bloke then walks in front of the hard cam, as Michael Elliott says, "Get out of the way!" It's great. Really good. Then there's a senton from Dugat on OJ Sloan for a 2 count. BNB gets the hot tag, hits the elbow drop, which of course he likes, he favours that, and gets a pin from it. It was all right. And listen, who's the number 1 contender for the heavyweight title? I don't know why, but I do like it. It's the Silver Fox, who says that his mailman has had to have back surgery because he got so many Valentines. He might give all the dozens of ladies he's got, he might give them all a red rose. It'll bankrupt you, mate. Honestly, it will. Anyway, Curtis Robertson is facing Pony Johnson. Last time they fought, Pony won, of course, and Curtis had to give up his glasses. Isn't that right? Pony won, didn't he? Yeah. Anyway, and Robertson, he hasn't got Mike Mahon there. Of course, he is a tag team champ now, isn't he? With Mike Mahon, the man-made monolith. And he's got a bit of a security plan because he has a big guy, really big actually, on the outside called the Titan. Very nice. He early on gets some press-ups and jumping jacks in, and there's a boot and a shot. Pony Johnson comes back with the Carolina Dreamer, of course, comes back with a drop kick and then brings him into the ring hard way with a suplex. He then works the arm, does Pony, and it's well sold by Curtis. You see, you have to sell it. It's no good just doing it, you have to sell it as well. And Robertson then gets the bigger man up for the slam, which I like, cranks the arm over the top rope and jumps off the apron, then works that arm. Big flying elbow from Pony Johnson, but he can't follow up. Why? He's taken a lot of offence, abuse, offence from Curtis Robertson, the throwback. And there's a sudden Pony Johnson roll up for a pin, gets the pin, immediately smacks Titan as well. All right, Titan wasn't doing anything. He wasn't trying to get in the ring or anything. Pony, goodness sake. And is it 0 for 2 for Curtis Robertson? I think it is. Oh, it won't be a very good Valentine's Day for him. It does stink for Curtis Robertson. But this programme didn't. Ho ho. And although it wasn't all wine and roses, it was sweet. Sweet as a box of chockies. Ooh, that reminds me. Got a bar downstairs. A fruit and nut. Ta-ta.